you? Welcome to chapel. It's good to see you guys. How you doing? Come on. How you doing? Yeah, there you go. It's good to see you guys. Hey, we're going to start this thing off. So find your seats. Come on, find your seats. So I wanted to challenge you guys right off the bat. I wanted to challenge you guys to not to just sing these two songs we're going to sing, but I want to challenge you to think about what we're really saying. Not to just sing words, but to focus on them and to focus on the truth behind them, and to just to praise Him through it. All right. So don't just sing because you want to sing a pretty song. Let's sing to praise the Lord. All right. So why don't we stand? Let's all stand together. All right. And we're going to go ahead and worship the Lord. All right. Was a ransom faithfully born. He canceled my debt and He called me His friend. When death was arrested and my life began. Oh, your grace so free, it washes over me. You have made over me. This is a song, I'm sure you know this. You've probably sung this 100 times. But let's sing this out again and praise the Lord together, all right? So let's do it.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. My chains are gone, and I've been set free. My God, my Savior, has ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns. Unending love, amazing grace. The Lord has promised good to me. His word, my hope, secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. My chains are gone, and I've been set free. My God, my Savior, has ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns. Unending love, amazing grace. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior, has ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns. Unending love, amazing grace.
Amen. Hey, let's give the Lord a hand, all right? All right, and we're not done, but you guys can be seated for a second. I'm going to need your help with this next song. It's something we don't usually do, but, it'd be kind of fun to get your help with this one, all right? So what I'm gonna do is, you guys probably heard this song before. I know it's an old hymn called No Not One, and it's really easy, all right? Do you guys think you can help me out with this? All right, a few of you think you can help me out. Do you guys think you can help me out with this? Yeah, there you go. Okay, cool. So it goes like this. I'll show you. It goes, no, not one, no, not one. Easy, right? You can do it? All right, let's try it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not one, no, not one. All right, 5 of you did it. I need more than 5. Come on, give it to me. Come on, loud. I want them to hear you across the campus, okay? 2, 3, 4. No, not one. Yeah. There you go. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Even louder. No, not one. Yeah. There you go. Cool. All right. When I point at you, you're gonna have to help me out, okay? All right. So clap along, okay? 2, 3. There's not a friend like the lonely Jesus. No, not one. Jesus knows all about our struggles. He will guide us till the day is done. There's not a friend like the lonely Jesus. Come on. No, not one. Yeah. Come on. There's not an hour, oh, that He is not near us. And yeah, no night so dark, but His love can cheer us. And no, not one, no, not one. Jesus knows all about our struggles. He will guide us till the day is done. Oh, there's not a friend like the lowly Jesus. And no, not one. No, not one. Yeah. Jesus knows all about our struggles. He will guide us till the day is done. Oh, there's not a friend like the Lord of Jesus. No, not one. No, not one. No, not one. No, not one. Come on. No, not one. No, not one. Yeah. Whoa. Hey, nice job, guys. Thanks a lot.
Michael sang that in church Sunday at Shadow Mountain, and I don't remember this before since I've been pastor there. People were whistling afterwards and clapping and up on their feet. Michael, thank you for doing that today. Y'all did pretty good. I'm thinking you can do better, but you did pretty good for the first time. I mean, you didn't have many lines, just no, not one, but it sounded pretty good. Hey, I want to tell you about next week before I introduce today's speaker. You know, the Lord brings different people into your life that really make an impact on your life. And there's a lady that's coming next week named Sheila Walsh. And she's written this book called, listen to this, It's Okay Not to Be Okay. That's the name of her book. And she's going to tell us a little bit about some of the challenges she faced in her life and how God has helped her. And she's going to really be great. Now, I know you may not want to do this, and so it's up to you. If you want to tell your mom about this, that'll be all right, because a lot of ladies like her, and they might want to come and sit in the back, and we'll let that happen. We're not going to make a practice out of it, but we'll let it happen on this one day, and they can come and hear Sheila. She'll be great, and I'm glad that we got to get her. Some of these people that are here are not easy to find during the week, but we keep after it, and we're going to keep working at it and keep finding people that I know will make a difference in your life. You know, along the way, as you move through life, the Lord brings certain people into your life that really make a difference. It's harder when you do what I do because it just is. But once in a while, God has introduced me to somebody that's really changed my life and made my life better. And our speaker today is a person like that. If you remember, he was here in the first semester. He is the head of Fitness Quest, which is one of the top gyms in America up in the North County. He trains professional athletes. Most of the pro football players are now back in the gym. Drew Brees is in there almost every day, and he works with them to get them ready to play in the NFL. And more lately, he's been doing motivational speeches all around the country, including here to our men and to you guys in the first semester. I kind of checked around to see who your favorite speakers were from the first semester, and he was at the top of the list. I know he's got something special for you. So let's get up on our feet and let's welcome Todd Durkin.
Let's go! Let's go! Thanks, Doc. Get up! Clap it up, let's go! Let's go, baby! Clap it up! Give somebody a high five! Give somebody a high five! Give somebody a high five! Who's fired up today? Who's fired up? Hey! Let's go! I don't hear you! Clap it up! Clap it up! Two clap! Two clap! Two clap! Two clap! Two clap! Two clap! Da! Hey, we're learning. Have a seat. Relax. Yes! Wow! All right, we're going to 2 o'clock today. Thank you. Hey, let's have some fun. Who's ready to rock and roll? Everyone fired up? Everyone fired up? All right, listen up. This is going to be a great one today, and I'm so excited to be here. Just close your eyes, bow your heads. Heavenly Father, I just ask you you be with us for the next 30 minutes or so. That whoever needs to be spoken to today, that you speak to us, through us, in all that we do, throughout school. If you're having a tough day, God, just be with us. Strengthen us up. Give us that champion's mindset, that soul set, that heart set of what it's going to take to be our absolute best. In Jesus' holy and precious name, we pray. Amen. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a mean and nasty place, and it will knock you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. No one's going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning's done. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning's done. Now, if you know what you're worth, go out and get what you're worth. You got to be willing to absorb the hits. You have to be willing to absorb the hits. And not pointing fingers, saying it's because of him, her, or anybody of why we're at where we're at. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. Losers do that, and that ain't you. Be a champion in all that you do. That's what winners do. That's what winners do. Who's fired up now? Hey, I'm down the pitch today. I'm down the pitch, you know why? Because today I'm only talking 5 things about what it takes to be a champion. The champion's mindset. Because I believe that when God made us, God don't make junk. God don't make junk. As a matter of fact, say I am right now. I am. I am. Say we will. We will. I am. I am. Remember, God don't make junk. Whatever voices you're telling yourself in your head, you have to remember of what you're worth. There's going to be a time where you're going to say, hey, I want to do this with my life. As you decide on college someday. Some of you seniors and juniors are looking now. Some of you freshmen think it's light years away. It's going to come real quick. But there's going to be a time where like, hey, do I want to go away to school? Hey, what do I want to do for a living? How much money do I want to make? What do I want to do with my life? Do I want to play sports? Do I want to be a musician? Do I want to be an actor, actress? And someone's going to say, hey, you ain't talented enough. You can't do that. That's for the superstars. That's for Hollywood. Hey, you're not fast enough. You're not strong enough. You're not big enough. Because there's naysayers all over the place telling you what you can and what you can't do. And all of a sudden you're like, you know what? Instead of going up and soaring to the top, you just stay average. God don't make junk, and you're not average. You have to keep telling yourself what it takes to be that champion, that mindset. Now, I know y'all right now like, oh, look, I'm on TV. Like, I can see myself. Yeah, I see, like, yeah. Hey, listen, that ain't the big screen. That's not the big screen. There's another screen. Hey? And ain't that one. But today, number one, listen up. We think about this and what it takes to be a champ, what it takes to be a champion in life, in sport, in school, to be your absolute best. What's that going to take? Number one, say dream big. Dream big. As a matter of fact, on your handouts, if you have a handout, okay, you can put in dream big. Now, I know you've heard this before. Your parents have told you this. Your teachers have told you, and you've heard it, dream big. But here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to pray about it. Hey, God, what's my divine purpose? What gifts have you given to me that allow me to be special and unique? Hey, God, how can you use me as a vehicle to do something special in the world and to leave this world a better place than I found it and came into it? Is it going to be scary to do that? If so, say yes. If it's going to be scary, say yes. You better believe it's going to be scary. Because listen, if you're going to be different and you're going for greatness, not goodness, you're going for greatness, it's going to be scary. You're putting your life on the line. But you're saying, dear God, I know I have some gifts. Can you allow me to optimize and maximize those gifts? One of the things I've learned about success is this. You have to live your life in reverse. You have to reverse engineer your success. Thinking if you dream big and this is where you want to go, what's it going to take for you to get to where you want to go? Based on your divine purpose, all the way down into your daily practices and habits. Every single thing you do counts. Just a few hours ago, I'm up in the trenches with my athletes saying, every rep counts. Every set counts. Don't take a rep off. Don't take a sprint off. When you're in the weight room, don't be like, you know what, I'm not good at cleans. I'm not good at bench. I'm not good at squats. I'm not good at that. No, it's, I've got to work at that. I got to get 1% better today. So when you dream big, it's the little things that add up. Small victories over time allow you then to get the victory that you want to dream big, whatever that takes. Y'all know The Rock? Who likes The Rock? If you like The Rock, say yes. Hey, I love The Rock. Some of you saw the Titan games. Some of you have seen Strong. I was on Strong, another NBC show a couple years ago. The Rock mantra, be the hardest worker in the room. Be the hardest worker in the room. If you're the hardest worker in this room, scream out as loud as you can. Say, yes! That was weak. If you're the hardest worker, say yes. Yeah. Because I can tell you this. If you don't know if you're the hardest worker in the room, you need to. That means you have more in the tank. And what does that mean to be the hardest worker in the room? Hey, maybe you're not great in school. Maybe there's room for improvement. So, then you got to work on those things you're not good at. You got to give up and sacrifice some things. Because I can tell you what, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, who was a college football player, had a cup of tea in the NFL, went into the WWE, and then sold his dream to someone in Hollywood and said, I want to be the next big thing in Hollywood. Now every movie that comes out, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock's got something in there. And something we say to Under Armour is this, be humble, be hungry. Have the humility when you have victories. Maybe it's in the lead play at the school. Maybe it's you're a talented and gifted musician. Maybe it's in sport, or maybe you don't play sport. Maybe it's in school. You know what? I got to tap into this. I got to work harder. If I want to dream big and get to where I want, it's going to take hard work. I got to be the hardest worker in the room. What's that going to take? That's a mentality. Now, I get an inside view every single day of hard workers. Not only the best athletes in the world, literally, but one of the most gifted pastors in the world, your leader here, Pastor Jeremiah. Matter of fact, can I get a little round of applause for Pastor Jay? Huh? Listen, you talk about it doesn't matter how hard life hits. You talk about driven. Don't think being driven and successful is an age thing. It doesn't matter if you're in here and you're 13 years old, you're 30 years old, you're 50, you're 80, wherever you're at. Success is a mindset. It's a mindset to be the best. Pastor Jeremiah, when he's training, when he's working hard, he's working as hard as any of those athletes that he just mentioned. Are you working hard? Now, here's an example. Drew Brees, up in the weight room. Okay? Take a look. 2 tennis balls while sliding, going for a record. This was before last season. Putting that goal of what it's going to take to get to a Super Bowl. You know the end result, but it's about hard work. You should have seen Pastor Jeremiah doing this yesterday. Woo! 50 of them. Come on, let's work. Catch them. Who's got it harder, Drew or me? Look at the focus. Look at the mindset. Look at the eyes. Don't think, oh, well, he's a professional athlete. He gets paid millions. No, it's a mindset. Done. Done. Now you have to remember this because most of you forget. Most of you were too young. Drew, when he was in high school in Texas, had one scholarship offer, and it came late. He was going to go to Dartmouth, an Ivy League school, because he had no offers. Finally got an offer from Purdue, went to Purdue and ripped it up there. If you are an athlete, or whatever your skills are, if you want to go play in college, guess what? You can. Don't rely on anyone else telling you you're good enough or you're not good enough. If you want to do something, show up and do the work. Because the hardest worker in the room, half of it's showing up. Showing up. Whether it's early morning workouts, afternoon, evening, show up. And when you show up, then you do the work that it takes to build a champion for your team and for yourself. All the little things. Down in New Orleans, this past fall, I was at the game. When Drew broke the record, he brought his kids on the field. Many of you probably saw that. He told his kids, you can achieve anything in life you want to if you're willing to work for it. If Drew was here right now, 6 foot, 200 pounds, doesn't look the part. Up top, hardest worker in the room. And I know a lot of you boys and girls are working your tails off, and I'm here to encourage you to keep it up. It's going to pay off. The habits you're delivering and getting in every day now are going to pay off. Do great in school. Stay dialed in school. In the weight room, train hard. Whether you're an athlete or not, get in the weight room. Show up. Do the little things. And get after it. Part of being the hardest worker in the room is that. Iron sharpens iron. Proverbs 27:17. Perhaps my favorite verse. 27:17. As iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens another. So a woman sharpens another. I ask you in the classroom, are you lifting people up or putting people down? With your younger brothers and sisters, are you lifting them up, encouraging them, or using great words? Remembering what I've said before. Your words become your flesh become your actions become your character becomes the legacy. So when the recruiter comes and says, hey, what about Mary? What about Bob? What about Gabe? Whoever it is, guess what? Everything counts, because the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Who you hang out with counts. What you're listening to counts. The vibration in this room right now counts. And when you leave here at 11:30, you will be a better man or a better woman because who you're sitting next to, what you're listening to, and the environment that you're in. So make sure the environment that you're in all the time is a positive one. From your bedrooms to your homes to helping out with mom and dad, all the little things count and add up. All of it counts to develop that champion's mindset. Who are you hanging out with? Who are you hanging out with? Some of you had a chance to play with Bradley Jeremiah last year and David Todd Jeremiah. He's up there right now working out, training, going to school, doing the little things. And Pastor Jay, same exact thing. What you don't see early in the mornings, he's working so physically he can stay strong and do what he needs to do to get it right. Number 3, in your handouts, be tough. Be tough. Overcome adversity. Overcome adversity. See, the last time I was here, you don't know this, but I had a bad wheel, a bad knee. I needed surgery, all the way going back to my football days. Sometimes you have stuff going on in your life that you kind of put off and hope that it goes away. Sometimes in life, there's things going on with mom and dad that you can't control. They're fighting, they're going through a divorce. Mom or dad just got a medical diagnosis. You start to think in your head, man, how am I going to get through this? What am I going to do? You start questioning yourself. This is called Lombard Street. It's up in San Francisco. I was there recently and I looked at this street. I'm like, man, that's kind of like life. We have this idea where we want to go, what we're going to do, and we're going to dream big, and yup, we're going to be the hardest workers in the room, and then boom, life throws you a curveball. You look at that, you're like, man, is that even possible? Can this happen? You question first, typically your faith. Just like when I was in college and I lost my dad, I questioned my faith first. And when you question things, you go deeper and deeper and deeper. Come past November, I had surgery. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take you into the surgery right now. Buckle up. No one knows this, but I'm facing a really big decision after getting all my x-rays and meeting with the doctor this week. I might need a partial knee replacement. I think sometimes we do our best work when there's adversity, like when you go to a deep place in your soul and your mind has to be so strong. Let's go to the studio, baby. This is it, first talk on crutches, man. Every single day, we're not guaranteed anything. You have to play with the spirit, the fervor, and the tenacity that it takes to be great in life. Are you willing to do that? If so, say, I am. I am. I am. I'm sick and tired of these crutches. I'm sick and tired of this brace. I can't wait to come back bionic, stronger, bigger, faster, and better than ever before. Good to go. He's got his hoodie on.
Oh my gosh.
That's my guy.
Funny.
That's my guy. You talking about mind right maniacs. When you got an army of people behind you, man, that just further fires me up. So let's go see what Dr. Jenkowitz and the Sharp team have in store. It's gonna be a good day. Yeah. From the bottom, very bottom. All right, next phase, here I am. I'm in the gown, getting closer to game time, and breathe, relax, and gonna get buttoned up, get this IV ready to go, and we're just minutes away from getting after it, Dr. Jenkowitz.
All right, tourniquet up, please. Done. Nice, perfectly balanced knee, like spot on, right? It's right down the pipe. That's like the best I've ever seen it.
Well, made it. Still got a leg. I don't remember a thing about the recovery room, but apparently when the anesthesiologist asked, how you feeling? I said I won. All right, brother. Day 3. Outpatient physical therapy session 1. Hold your eyes, folks. What was that? Oh my gosh. Oh, snap. Ah.
Just go. Keep going.
Throw it up minus what, 6?
Oh, I am feeling good. About 10 weeks after surgery here, and it feels so great to be back at Fitness Quest 10. I'm doing what I do what I love to do, and between training, I have zero pain. I'm out of pain. You gotta have your mind right going into it. You treat it like a game, but you also gotta make sure your mind is where you're gonna be. You gotta put it to where you are out of pain, where you feel great, and you gotta do what it takes.
What do you think of that right there? What do you think? I said, what do you think of that? Who's going to be a surgeon after that? Listen up. No one wants to go through pain. No one wants to go through pain. I don't want to go through pain. You don't want to go through pain. Some of you today are facing tough times. Some of you are facing trials and tribulations. You're making decisions. Hey, do me a favor. Tap that kid. I need him up. Wake him up. You. I need you up because you need to hear this. Listen up. Eyes. Give me your eyes. Give me your eyes. Hey, by the way, that's called iron sharpens iron. I'm sharpening him up. Don't let a brother down. Listen up. If you today need strength, you need to be lifted up, you need to be encouraged. Know this. Go deep on your faith. You pray to God and you say, "Dear God, please help me. I want to be a vehicle for you. Please work through me. Please work through me. I promise I'll do everything I can to honor you in all that I do, with the choices I make, the decisions I make. I know it's going to be tough. But today, if you're facing challenge and strife at home, in sport, in school, in life, you got people bullying you, you got to know you can overcome adversity. You can overcome that through God, through your faith in God. When you go through tough times, you have to put your mind in a place of where you're going to be, not facing the tough things you're going to face. Saying, when I persevere through this, I'll get through this. Remembering that every single day, whatever that takes, you can do it. Last month, you heard Rebecca Gregory come up and speak. What an incredible talk. You hear it all the time from the top on down, these incredible stories. Guess what? That's going to be you someday. Your story is being written right now. The story that you have inside of you is there. But you got to be mentally strong. You got to be tough. And you're going to have to overcome adversity, whatever that takes. So number 3, be tough, overcome adversity at all costs. Realize this, when it comes to overcoming adversity, that involves change. And either you choose change or change will choose you. Which one are you going to do? Maybe you want to change or maybe you don't. But sooner or later, life, when it throws you that curveball, that twists and turns, it's going to involve change. Just like when you're in the weight room and you're lifting weights, you're putting a resistance on your body that will change your body. That's why you want to challenge yourself in the weight room, regardless of whether you're an athlete or not. I cannot say whether things are going to get better if I choose to change, but they will change. They will change. Change it. They must change if they're to get better. Nothing's consistent but change. It's consistent. You're going to change. We're products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. Guys, I dug deep for this. This is actually me at your age right there on the right. I'm thinking, man, that's high school. That's my junior year. Someday, and I know it seems like forever, you're going to be up here back at Christian high school speaking to your comrades and saying, guess what? I went to Christian high school 30 years ago too. I know it doesn't seem possible. It does. Every single day right now, every single day, every quiz and test you study for counts. Every conversation you're having with your brother or sister right next to you right now, they're going through tough stuff. Life ain't easy. It involves change. Change your thoughts and change your world. If right now you're beating yourself up mentally and telling yourself you're not good looking enough, or you're too good looking, or you're too young, or you're too old, whatever that thought is, make sure your mind is right all the time. And then Gandhi says, you be the change you wish to see in the world. Wayne Dyer talks about change the way you look at things, and then the things you look at change. Change, change, change. What's it going to take for you to change? You say you want to do this, you say you want to dream big, then you make sure that your work ethic matches up to what you want. And my favorite is, you can't change what's going on in the outside world until you change what's going on in the inside world. You want to change this? Change this. 16 inches separates your heart from your head. 16 inches. Is your head right? Your heart right? Your soul right? Only you know that if you're getting time in the Word. A few minutes every day. Not just here when you're in Bible study, but when you're actually at home or before you go to bed. Instead of watching video games, playing video games, Fortnite, whatever it may be, get in the Word and watch what happens. James 1:2, if you're going through adversity, one of my favorites. James 1 through 8. Take a look. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters. Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work. so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should go ask God. Pray to God, who gives generously to all without finding fault. It will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt. Believe and not doubt. Because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. Overcome, overcome, perseverance, perseverance. Hopefully you all have read that book, Overcomer. Talk about a prolific pastor, prolific writer, prolific author, your own Pastor David Jeremiah. Read this book. That's what he's preaching. All about overcoming, the persistence when you face battles. When you face battles of what you're going to do to overcome, there it is, James 1, 2 through 8. And then you got to do that. What is that? Is that get your mind right? Who's been wearing their hoodie? Someone said they got a PR yesterday on the bench press because she's wearing her hoodie. Where's she at? 145. Now she's in battle. Where's she at? Where's she at? Yeah, she didn't want to raise her hand. Now, hopefully you did more than that. Here's the deal. Number 4 or 5. Get more muscle. Get more muscle. And I'm not just talking physical muscle. Yeah. You want to go to the weight room and I want you to work out. I want you to do your squats and cleans, your bench press, your pull-ups and all those little things. Everyone in here. Because you know what? Exercise and training, all that is, for the rest of your life, is therapy. 10 times more powerful than morphine. When you work out, endorphins are released. It's good. When you eat right, if we need to clean up our diet or clean up our nutrition, get rid of sodas and sugars, stuff like that, if you truly want to be your best and use your body as a temple, which that's biblical, using your body as a temple, feed it great fuel it octane. And then you got to do that. You got to get your mind right. Now, some of you who saw me speak in October know I send my athletes videos all the time. So here's one of the ones that I sent recently.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Yeah, you know who it is. Oh, dark 30, 5:30. Get the little sleepies out of the eyes. Woo! Hey, Drew, Sprozy, Cooksy, Ertsy, look at little sleepy today. Wakey time. Make you a little mad. I'm up working early. You stay the same. You stay mediocre. I get better. Yeah, better. Your workout today is my warm-up. Get your mind right. Get it right, get it tight. What are you doing right now? Man!
Who wants one of those videos? Anyone want that video? Yeah? All right, I got to tell you something, though. All right, I like that. Here's the deal. Listen, I like to send to my athletes, but on November 6th, 2018, my life was on the line. I was going in for that surgery. So guess who I sent one to? My doctor, Dr. Jankowitz. Here's what we got.
Yoo-hoo! Dr. Jankowitz, you know who it is. Yup, it's dark 30, baby. It's 5:30. It's time to wake it up. It's game day. It's Super Bowl day, baby. I hope those hands are feeling like $1 million. I want you at your best today. I'm getting my mind right now. I got my great hoodie on. I got my mind right. I got to make my soul soar. Hey, brother, MVP day. MVP day. I thank you for what you do. Making a difference every single day. Not for me, but your whole lineup today. I pray for you. I pray for all the people before me and every single day. I'm getting it right now. I'm getting it in right now. Have a great day. I can't wait to see you, baby. It's going to be a great day. MVP status. MVP status. That's what makes my soul sing. Get after it today, baby. Let's go. What are you doing right now? Ah!
Okay, so I'm scared. I'm now sending him messages like that. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor, you're a police officer. I don't know if Dr. J's a believer or not, but one thing I've learned is just be you. Be the best version of you and never be afraid to show who you truly are. When you hide behind a facade because what are they going to think if I'm a Christian? What are they going to think if I'm a man or a woman of faith? How are they going to judge me? You get to a point in your life where you stop worrying all the time about what other people think of you. You just be who you are. When you can learn to do that and be humble and be hungry and hardworking and overcoming adversity, all of a sudden, people start, like a light, getting attracted to you for who you are. That day, Just a few minutes after, he sent me a picture at the breakfast table of him with his hoodie on. I'm like, yes! He's got his hoodie on. Now, since seeing you with the hoodie on, yes, but we got a new one. You can start it up. You can even hit me up. It's, you got to beat the rooster up, because roosters get up early. So here's Drew with a little rooster call.
TD, what's up, man? It's 7:45, driving the kids to school. Been up for like 4 hours, so it's not really that early. But just wanted to give you a little shout out from the head rooster, but let you know that I got some little roosters with me too.
Give me a little rooster call right now. Go. All right, we got to work on that, because this is what a rooster sounds like. Listen, this is a rooster right here. Here's a rooster on the right.
You hear that, TD? That's the rooster. Telling you to wakey, wakey. Time to go. Get your mind right. Mind right, maniac.
So he's now talking smack to me. This is messed up. One more time, give me a rooster call. Go. So, as you think about that, and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. They might think I'm a little crazy. You want people to think every now and then you're a little crazy. That's a good thing. Be you. Be you. All right. Look at the verse. Matthew, Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is, love your neighbor as yourself. When we talk about getting your mind right, doing all the things it takes to get your mind right, get your body right, I'm also talking about get your soul right, get your spirit right. And that's commitment. Now, many of you are committed to school. You're committed to the weight room and to your sports. Fantastic. Awesome. Keep it up. But just amp up this side of our life. This is the one where the money is. This is where it's at. Get in the Word. Matthew 22:37. Lastly, number 5. Live a life worth telling a story about. What's your story? I don't know your story. Maybe you're like me. At the age of 5, my parents got divorced. Youngest of 8 kids. No money. I was the lunch ticket kid. Going to the cafeteria, I was embarrassed to hand the lunch tickets because I was subsidized. But guess what? That's part of who I am. It's part of what makes me tick today. I was the kid that I knew sports was the way out, but I had to do well in school. Going through college, going to play overseas. I was the one that moved across the country from New Jersey to go work in Hollywood, to work with a big producer, and to leave a lot of money to say, you know what? That's not my scene. I'm going to go back to grad school and move to San Diego, where when I listened to God's word and to give up a good salary and a good living to go back to being a poor grad student, I didn't know that on day one I'd meet my future wife, but I trusted what God had to say to me when I tapped into the whispers. When I tapped into the whispers and said, give it up, trust me, listen to me. It's not all about being big time. Tap into your whispers. That's where profound wisdom is found. Tap into those whispers. I didn't realize that when I opened my business with no clients, no money, no business plan, I didn't realize then that it would, 19 years later now, turn into one of the top gyms in America. I didn't realize I'd be training all the athletes. But the more obedient I have been, and the more I listen in, doors open, as long as I'm serving Him. Not me, not ego. I often ask, is this ego or just God? Ego, edging God out, ego, edging God out. If it's about ego, we're going down the wrong lane. If it's about God and glorifying Him in all that we do, in every interview that you have, after a game, after a performance, in your quiet time, in journaling, and opening up the journals, and just writing down what you're most grateful for, watch what happens. What are you going to do? Living a life Realizing that hard choices in life, if you make the hard choices, you'll have an easy life. If you keep taking the easy road, you're going to have a hard life. Make the tough decisions in life. You do have to give up good to get to great. You say you want to be great. You say you have big dreams. You're willing to work hard for them. Well, what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice, including parties, including going out on the weekends because you've got to stay and study for a test or a midterm? Life happens outside that comfort zone. Be willing to go there. And then, to whom much is given, much is required. See, all of us have gifts. Tap into them. You've been given much. Much is required. Step up. I tell my kids, they're 16, 13, and 10. Even when you're beaten, keep your chest up. Walk tall like a peacock. Don't droop your head. Don't round your shoulders. Stand up. Body language, 80% of communication. Walk tall. Walk tall. Great things will happen. I want to share a video right now. I'm going to end it with this. This video is everything I'm talking about when it comes to the champion's mindset, when it comes to making sure that you dream big, that you are the hardest worker in the room, that you overcome adversity, that you get more muscle, physical, mental, and spiritual muscle, and that you live a life worth telling a story about. Let's listen in now. Eyes on the prize. Why do we fall?
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside, and something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.
The margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
Don't be afraid to fail. You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions.
You have to believe that something different can happen. He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right. That most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us.
Dig deep down, ask yourselves, who do you want to be? Figuring out for yourselves what makes you happy, no matter how crazy it may sound to the people.
Make a choice, right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide.
Why not? Why can't I be the MVP of the league? Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why. Why can't I do that?
What is it you said to the kid? It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit. And keep moving forward. How much you can take. And keep moving forward. Get up. Get up. And don't ever give up.
Get up. Get up. But don't ever give up. Whatever that takes, how hard are you willing to work? What's it going to take? Get up. Get up.
Into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time.
To be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Most of you won't be successful because when you're studying and you get tired, you quit. I don't do well in math. You're right. You ain't never studied. I'm not good in writing because you have never written before.
Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft.
If you are not making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time.
Don't cry to give up. Cry to keep going. Don't cry to quit. You already in pain. You already hurt. Get a reward from it.
Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not point fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Because every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. So now you got to go out and show them that I'm a different creature. Now.
I'm going to show you how great I am.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure.
Now, what are you going to do?
Because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
Now, what are you going to do? Clap it up. Clap it up. Now, the question is, when you fall, what are you going to do? See, I love that. You hear about what are you going to do? How deep are you going to go? What's it going to take for you to live at your best? Christian high school realized this, that you were born to be great. God don't make junk. You got to remember in your heart of hearts, every single morning when you wake up, I don't care if it's 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., whenever you wake up 7 days a week, you remind yourself. You tell yourself of the gifts that you have inside of you. You lift your comrades up, your friends up. Keep lifting, not pushing down. You lift them up because your words do matter. Your words do count. Your dreams do count. Your toughness does count. Your mindset counts. Your body counts. Your soul counts. Every single thing counts. And when you hear that, why do we fall? Why do we get up? Because to me, that's what it's all about. Everyone stand up. Repeat after me. I am. I will. I am. I am. I will. I need everyone in. Let's go. This is an all in. We ain't being half in. We all in. I am. We will. I am. We will. I am. We will. Dream big. Dream big. Dream big. Hard work. Hard work. I don't hear you in the back. You gotta be louder. Hard work. Overcome. Adversity. Overcome. Adversity. Mindset. Mindset. Matters. Mindset. Matters. Matters. Positive. Positive. Mindset. Mindset. Live a life. Live a life. Live a life. Positive. Mindset. Mindset. Positive. We will. I am. We will. I am. We will. I am. Clap it on up. Yes. Have a seat. Have a seat. Finally, realize this. Proverbs. It's about live a life worth telling a story about. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, all your mind. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he'll make your path straight. Don't be wise in your own eyes. Don't be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. Nourishment to your bones. And John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he sent his only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. I believe that when you dream big, I believe that when you work your tail off and you're the hardest worker in the room, I believe that when you can overcome adversity and be tough physically, mentally, and spiritually, I believe that when you get your mind right and your soul right, that you truly will live a life worth telling a story about. And to me, that is a champion's mindset. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, girls. Clap it up. Clap it on up. Clap it on up. Yeah. Clap it on up. You can stand up. You can stand up. Thank you. Yeah. Clap it on up. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, everyone, come on up. Stand up nice and tall. Arms up nice and wide. Here we go. Say, ah. Clap it up. Give somebody a high five. Clap it on up. Give somebody a high five. Oh. All right, last one. Sit down, please. Sit down. Sit down. Last one. Here we go. Final prayer, and then we're broken. Final prayer. Listen on up. Bow your heads. Bow your heads. Bow your heads. Bow your heads. Listen up. Let's finish strong. Let's finish strong. Heavenly Father, just thank you so much for this time today. Just thank you for allowing me to be here to speak to someone. I'm not sure who I spoke to today, but there's someone in this room who wants to strengthen your relationship with you. I just thank you so much for giving us the gifts to come to Christian high school and to be the men and the women that you want us to be. Please give us the courage and the faith to stand up for who we really are. Please bless us, God, in all that are in our life. Whoever in our life might be struggling today, physically, mentally, spiritually, God, put your healing hand on them. Heal them. And God, just today, please be with that one or two people who need you today. Allow us to be a light. Allow us to be a light. That Christian high school is a lighthouse that shines radiant light, not only through El Cajon, but through all of San Diego. In all the restaurants we visit, the Ubers we drive, the places we go, that we're a light, that people see us as different, and they realize that we're radiant light. Vehicles of you, God. I ask that you be with us and in us, and you give us the strength and the courage to be the men and the women that we're supposed to be. It's in your holy and precious name that we pray. Amen. Amen. Thank you guys so much. Have an incredible day, everybody. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Awesome.